Real life street stars. We in here with that boy Ndawson, super producer. Super producer. Mm-hmm. Man, before we go any further, you know, you got a song with Hot Boy Turk and Birdman that you produced.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it called? Want All the Money?
Nah, I Want All the Money.
I Want All the Money.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, how did you come up with that collaboration? Like, how did that happen?
Long story short, man, just a lot of famous people go to my page and pretty much just reach out. A&Rs, you know, I had people like Cool and Dre reach out. I didn't have like a lot of people just reach out. So another situation, Instagram, somebody's on my Instagram, a famous not an engineer, but a producer, super producer, and he just reached out and we made it happen. That was simple as that.
Man.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Like, so when he reached out, I mean, how did it go from, did y'all collaborate on the beat?
Yeah,
okay.
but pretty much, yeah. So it was, I'm known, you know, you see this MPC, this Akai MPC, you feel me? So it was like the drums, the bass, you know, the hi-hats, just really getting that bitch rocking, you know what I'm saying? Even when I was mixing it down, when it was in Pro Tools, I was just making sure that shit was jumping because that's what I'm known for, you know?
Already?
Yeah.
Man, so let's take it to the beginning, man. Where do you come from?
Man, I mean, I really kind of didn't touch a lot of cities, but I was born in Sacramento, California.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't touch a lot of cities, so.
So how did you end up in Dallas?
I moved from Sacramento to Seattle, and then from Seattle, I ended up jumping to, to Houston, and then from Houston, I think I came from Houston, and then I came here to Dallas.
Now going to all these different cities, you know, that's going from the Midwest to the you know, the South, from the West. Did it influence in anything in how you make your beats or what your beats sound
man,
like?
I learned because I did music in every city I went to, and I got introduced to West Coast, Northwest, you know, and then when I came down here to Dirty South, so it was kind of like I was making all them type of beats. So it really just polished me, you know what I'm saying? Polished me real nice to where if I want to do this, I could do that. I could do whatever I want, you know? So I know what to give somebody that I'm working with. If I'm working with Trey, or if I'm working with somebody, you know, like Macklemore, you know, or if I'm working with somebody like Nipsey Hussle, from all three different places, I could do it, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's dope. Now, you being a producer and you being in Dallas, you know, I saw a video where you were basically saying you had to leave the city because you felt like the camaraderie of working with producers isn't there. To kind of sum up what you said.
It was, I'm not gonna say no names because I'm not throwing shade nobody way.
Right.
But a lot of these producers out here, everybody that's hot in the city, they know me. If they don't know my name, they didn't see me, they didn't see the beat machine on my neck or whatever, you feel me? And I always reach out. Like I'm one of those guys that I wanna reach out. Like, okay, let's see if we can, you know, get something going. I'm kind of like, I like that shit they do in Atlanta. You know, so I see Zaytoven and Metro Boomin and Sony Digital all in one place making beats. So I kind of reach out to, you know, the people out here that's making moves. Let's just all get in the studio and rock. But I mean, it really just be on some, nah, I'm good. Or I don't know if they feel like I'm better than them or if they just don't want to fuck with me. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't really say what it is, but they really just don't be trying to rock like that. So I said, fuck it, I'm finna go, you know, make some other shit happen. A producer reached out to me that didn't even fucking know me. So I was like, it just didn't make no sense. This dude from Atlanta, a nigga from Atlanta, wanted to collab with me, you know, more fast than the producers here in the city.
Right. Now, I'm wondering, do you ever like hit the beat battles or anything like that?
Oh man,
because I know that's where a lot of the producers that I know.
I was. iStandard reached out to me again. I don't know who the guy was, but he worked for iStandard. He was in New York, and they was having a beat battle out here. Not too long. I think it was. I don't know if it was the last beat battle in Dallas, but it probably was the beat battle for that. S1 was there. Sick With It was there. A lot of good producers was there, and they reached out to me to actually be a part of that beat battle. But back then, you know, my bread wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I can't afford it. You know, I'm on a whole nother tax bracket now. You know, so but back then, you know, I had to figure some shit out. You know?
Yeah. Is that kind of discouraging when you feel like you got the talent but you ain't got the money to make it? How do you overcome that?
Well, see, I got in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I got in the streets, and I got, you know, with my big bros, and they pretty much, you know, they made that accomplishable for me, you know, by giving me just certain jobs. You know what I'm saying? And then certain shit that I made up on my own. You know, because you see me with a camera before, right?
I seen you holding the camera.
Okay, so I didn't touch a lot of hustles to get, you know, my bread right for this music. So I just had to go figure it out. You know, you got to figure it out. If the music ain't paying you and you trying to get to the point to where the music is paying you, you got to go do whatever it is that you got to do to get that going, whether it's pimping, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, it don't matter what it is. You got to go get it, out the mud, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did.
That's a dope. Now, I do see you got the MPC around your neck.
Yeah, that's my signature.
You know, would you say that it's a difference between making beats in software versus making beats on like a hardware?
Oh man, definitely.
Can you hear the difference?
What? Oh man, you can't even compare, because you got to understand it's digital and something, you know, coming. It's actually specifically made for that one thing. You're gonna hear a difference. You got all these different programs that do all these different things, man. If you go to an MPC and hit a kick and then hit a kick on a machine, you know, you're gonna hear the difference.
That's a fact, though.
Off top, that's facts.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that until I started using hardware. But
yeah.
Do you think that the producers that only limit themselves to software are missing out?
Oh, definitely. Hell yeah.
What would you say are some of the advantages?
See, the thing about using hardware is kind of like, it teaches you what real quality is. Sometimes people think, you know, using these software based stuff, they don't really get to understand what real quality is. Like if you was to ask somebody like Swiss Beats or Timbaland or Dr. Dre, you know, I'm pretty sure it would probably kill him to hear a beat made on Fruity Loops without no editing being done to it. Like if you just make something raw on hardware, it's just the quality's already there. You know, it's just not too much I could say after that. It's just the quality's there, man. So they miss out on really hearing that warm feeling. Right. You know, they miss out on that. You know, so I'm on both sides. Yeah.
Producer question.
Okay.
Do you start with the beat first or you start with the melodies?
Man, it's however I'm feeling.
Yeah.
So like I might be inspired by a pianist and go get the, you know, getting on there and just, you know, play. I might play 24 bars and only use the last 4 that I do. Or I might be, you know, inspired by a drummer and I do my drums first. So it just depends on how I feel.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Now, what all music or beats do you make? Like, what all genres of beats?
Oh man. You know what? I got my best friend just dropped a song with Bass Nectar. I'm not sure you know who Bass Nectar is, but he's like at the top of the line on EDM.
Right.
So now I'm crossing over into EDM.
Whole different money.
I'm like 300,000 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
He got like 10 million views on this last song. So I saw an opportunity with EDM. So I'm even thinking about crossing over to EDM because I got a market, you know, in EDM. But now that I got a market in rap, you know, more so, you know, that my own thing going, I'm really just gonna start jumping in all genres, you know, pop, R&B, EDM. I even want to do some Mexican music.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I got a boy in Mexico that's starting to pop. You know, he's selling out shows, so I'm about to get in every market I possibly can. You know, so that's what that is.
Now, as a producer, do you go for? I know there's 2 logics, right? You have the build an artist up and make a sound, or produce the big hits. Which producer would you rather be?
Man, you know what? Okay, I'm glad you asked me that. I had my one of my big homie, my Radio Raheem, he was telling me, hey man, you need to start, you know, doing this. You need to start doing that. And I was going to start going towards, you know, making the music for to accommodate other people and make all those hits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then I was like, you know, if I do that, I'm pretty much sounding like everybody else.
Right.
So I made up my mind to just, you know, stay with my first heart, which was just create my own sound. Cause I'm in this for the long haul. It ain't about, you know, right now. If I do that right now, 2 years, it's a whole nother sound now.
Right.
So when I'm gonna go, you know, and then 2 years, a whole nother sound now. 2 years, a whole nother sound now. So, but see, if I create something and get somebody rocking with something I create that's my sound, then I create the movement and I am the movement. So there's no can't nobody say
ain't nobody take from it. You
that's what you gotta be in the music for. I'm not so in love with the money.
Right.
I'm in love with making music.
Right.
So my sound is my sound, and I'm not changing that for nobody. And my big homie, he was just trying to, give me some good advice. So I ain't throwing shade. That's my dude. Shout out to Never Satisfied, by the way.
Right.
That's my dude, man. But I kind of just had to stay in my lane, man.
Right.
So that's pretty much that. I'm gonna get there if it take 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I'm not changing my sound.
That's dope. Now, working with the actual artist, do you find that it's hard to work with them from a, when it comes to business, doing business?
Oh my God. What? The A-list artists are the hardest people to work with when it comes to business. So,
why is that?
Hell yeah. Put it this way. The business side of the music industry is very, very moved off politics. It depends on how the artist respects you, as an individual. So you might have an A-list artist that you would think you really finna make something happen with. You don't make it happen with them. You actually make something, a better situation for you growing with the artist. Like Shine on the Beat and Yellow Beezy. Right. They came up, together. So that relationship is just grown, it's stone. But if we was to start like with the A-list artists, man, it's gonna be problems because they're gonna be wanting to give us the credit and just keep all the money because they feel like we need them. So it's hard working with A-list artists, bro. Like seriously, like I'm in some stuff right now with some A-list artists, and I'm trying to get that shit situated. So it's definitely politics, bro. It's not what people think. It's very difficult dealing with A-list artists.
Yeah, I can see that because, like you said, I mean, they're gonna look at it like I'm doing you the favor.
Yeah, and right now, hey, my mom I'm trying to help pay my mom house off. My mom got shit. She, my family need. We need shit too. Right. So this is what we do the music for. It's to get ahead in life. You feel me? Right. And at this point, you got $1 million producers that ain't never touched the A-list artists. I got $1 million in the bank.
Right.
And they selling tracks on SoundClick. Leasing beats $25, $100. Next thing you know, they in $100,000. Next thing you know, they make $1 million. Next thing you know, they $1 million producers, and they didn't even touch the A-list artists. Yeah. So I shout out to them because I talk to a lot of producers that ain't touched A-list artists, but they bank account looking right. So hey, that's my goal. I got family to take care of.
What's the number one thing that you would tell a producer to do to protect himself?
Oh, know about your publishing and know about how to sign split sheets, how to incorporate good communication with the people that you're doing your business with, and keeping the people that don't know what the fuck they doing out of your business. Because it could be somebody that you partnering up with that don't know the business, that you might actually be collabing with, or such and such, and he might be talking to the plug, and you might be in the middle, and you might know more than what he know, but he fuck up the whole shit because he's stupid. So it's just knowing who you getting your opportunities with, knowing if they know the business the correct way. Because like I said, I'm in this for the longevity, and my reputation is everything. And I don't want somebody just thinking they could just come to me and be like, okay, we could just get him to do anything. He don't know what he's doing, blah blah blah. Nah, man. So it's just knowing your business, knowing about your publishing, and knowing how to run the actual business as a business. Like you can't just treat it like a hobby, because you can be a hot ass producer. You treat this shit like a hobby. You make it to that level. That's how they're gonna treat you. It's not the artist's job to teach you what you need to know in the music industry as far as the business. That's why a lot of people get fucked. Right. It's not their job to teach you what you need to be doing and how you need to do it. You need to already know that shit before they even get to you.
That's what's up. Now, now that you have a big name placement, is that the first one that you have, or
man, I done some stuff with Maybach Music. Okay. It's that's neither here or there. Right. That's old stuff. Right. So but I done stuff with Quality Control. Nice. I was supposed to get a single with Tory Lanez, with this dude named Mark Battle. He signed to Quality Control. Nice. And it ended up but it went sour though, because again, people not doing their business right. I'm dealing with an artist that's going to be an A-list artist at some point, and he just didn't have the business right, man. So I'm supposed to have a single with Tory Lanez right now. Right. But because, like I told you, he driving he don't know, he ain't got all his business right, so it didn't fall through like so. Right. But the bread got put up, You know what I'm saying? Like I said, dealing with the right people. So if that would have been done right, I'd have a single right now with Tory Lanez.
Well, the question was, now that I know that you got the Birdman single. Now that you do have that, what are your plans to keep, that going?
Oh man, I got a whole lot going on, bro. That was just something to let people know, like, yeah, man, what's up.
Do this.
Yeah, so now it's like I reached out to Nipsey Hussle people. I met them not too long ago. I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm a free agent, bro. It's just me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much just getting my name out there and networking with people. You feel me? And letting them know, I got the juice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm touching a lot of people. Trust me.
That's what's up.
You know
and I know, like, a lot of people ask me, like, man, where can I get the dope producers in the city? Like, a lot of people ask for that. So, we definitely have the Trust Your Producer blog where we go pull up on people. So for those who are looking for beats, tell them where they can find you. And I know you got a dope studio also, so give them that information.
Man, like I said, it's important to invest into yourself. Like, I could have a Rolex, I could have a foreign car. I had a foreign car, I sold it. Fuck all that. But the important thing is to get your shit right, But other than that, they can reach me at Ndawsonbeats. That's Ndawson Beats, BEATS. And then also, I don't mess with Facebook like that. And then my Snapchat is the same thing, Ndawsonbeats.
That's what's up. And I'm definitely gonna put that in the description if y'all looking for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanna, if you got a website or anything else that you pushing that you wanna leave them out with.
I had a website, but it's down right now due to construction.
That's what's up.
So I'll have that back up eventually.
All right, well, man, if y'all looking for some hot tracks, man, make sure you get my boy Ndawson, man.
Yeah, Ndawson, yup.
Already, man, Real Life Street Stars, Ndawson, we out.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, dope shit.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move it. Hey.